Mercedes' entire lineup has been going under the knife one by one recently. In fact, some models have even received new names to go along with their new looks. Along with this change comes the renaming of AIM as a sub-brand that Daimler calls Mercedes-AMG. We've already seen this move with the 2015 Mercedes-AMG E63 and Mercedes-AMG GT, and the E63 is set to receive the same name change when its new generation hits the market in time for the 2017 model year. Though the most of the changes to the Mercedes-AMG E63 will focus on an updated chassis, a new engine and a revised interior, we've created a rendering to give you an idea of what to expect from the looks of the new Fast E-Class. Though the 2017 E63 will be lighter, more rigid and quicker than ever before, it'll soon have a new M5 to contend with. Will the 2017 Mercedes-AMG E63 be able to fend off the new, all-wheel drive 2018 M5, and whatever Cadillac and Audi toss its direction moving forward? Exterior. Now that we've already seen the new E-Class in the metal at the Detroit Auto Show, we decided to revamp our first rendering of the AMG E63 for a more accurate depiction of the high-performance sedan. Much like the E-Class looks like a larger C-Class with minor differences here and there, the E63 will be similar to the C63. Feature that will set it apart should include a longer wheelbase, a slightly modified roofline, different headlamps and taillights clusters, a different rear bumper, a thicker C-pillar, and, more importantly, a heavily revised upper character line. As for what will make the AMG E63 stand out in a pack of standard E-Class sedans, look for the usual AIM upgrades to the body. These should also be similar to those seen on the AMG E63 and should include reshaped front and rear bumpers, new side skirts, a new front grille pattern, and V8 biturbo and AIM lettering and badges on the front fenders and rear fascia. I also expect it to feature a motorsport-inspired rear diffuser with 3 fins, chrome-plated, quad exhaust tips, and an integrated trunk lid spoiler. New, wider aluminum front fenders, a wider front track, and sporty, lightweight wheels should round off the E63's menacing appearance. We've received more spy shots of the E63 wagon, and this time it was sporting far less camo than before. Just like the E63 sedan, we can see for sure that the wagon will also sport a different front end. It has larger air intakes in the corners and the hood is significantly shorter. On the standard E-Class the hood goes all the way to the headlights, giving the E63 an S-Class-like appearance up front. Furthermore, the car also has wider front fenders and more aggressive side skirts on the side. These are also the first images that we've seen of the E63 wagon's taillights. As you can see in our image gallery, they are standard wraparound units with a thin white strip in the middle of the lens for the reverse lights. Other things we've noticed is that the car is riding and what looks to be 20- or 21-inch, dual 5-spoke wheels. Behind those wheels sit large red calipers along with drilled and slotted rotors. The rear diffuser on the E63 wagon is still covered by camo, but we can see that it will have 3 small fins and will sit between 2 pair of rectangular exhaust outlets. All told, the car is shaping up to be a looker, and we'll be seeing it in the metal at the Paris Auto Show later this year. Interior. On the inside, the E63 will also look similar to previous AIM-badged sedans. However, while the exterior will borrow from the C63, the cabin will look closer to the S63's, as the E-Class and the S-Class feature a similar dashboard, especially the 4A/C vents on the center stack and the smoother dashboard design. Most of the cockpit will remain unchanged from the E-Class, but certain features will be replaced by sportier alternatives. Look for a flat-bottom steering wheel, a bespoke instrument cluster with a 200 mph speedometer, more aluminum and carbon fiber trim, and bolstered, leather-wrapped seats. The sedan will also receive the AIM exclusive analog clock and the AIM dynamic select switch. Expect new leather and stitching options, as well as a bevy of features that can be tailored to individual preferences. Drivetrain: the high-performance midsize will get an all-new drivetrain, as the E63 will move away from the twin-turbo, 5.5-liter V8 of the previous generation and toward the biturbo, 4.0-liter V8 found in the Mercedes-AMG T and the AMG E63. But while it cranks up to 503 horsepower in the AMG T and AMG E63, the 4.0-liter will generate in excess of 550 horses in the midsize sedan. Official specs are still a mystery, but a dealer brochure that leaked to GermanCarforum.com says that the E63 will pack 563 horses and 553 pound-feet of torque, while the E63S will get a whopping 604 horsepower and 627 pound-feet, Motor Trend reports. The broker also mentions that the E63 will hit 62 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds, while the E63S will achieve the same benchmark in 3.5 ticks. Top speed will continue to be electronically limited to 155 miles per hour. In the US, the E63 will likely continue to come standard with 4MATIC all-wheel drive. The 7-speed multi-clutch, speed-shift MCT transmission of the current model will be replaced with a 9-cog automatic that delivers quicker shifting and improved fuel economy. Prices in 2015, the standard E63 base is at $93,600 and the S model starts at $100,600. Don't look for these numbers to jump too much for the new generation.